Flat screen preachers, thumbs up or thumbs down? Welcome back to Wretched, watching a video from the Evangelical Pope, John MacArthur, stating his opinion about the churches where there is a superstar preacher who then beams his sermon out to satellite churches. By the way, when I say superstar preacher, I do not say that in a derogatory kind of way. We are grateful for those guys who just rock when they preach. But it is a trend that is growing where they send themselves out via satellite so that little satellite churches in their name can still watch that guy preach. Maybe you've wondered, well, what's the argument for this type of church? Is there any biblical support? The best that I found, and perhaps there's others, but this is the one that I have seen. Paul wrote a letter to a church, and he said, distribute it to other churches. Therefore, you can have a preacher in one place and satellite churches watching the same letter/pastor. That's the best biblical support I've seen. Again, maybe there is more. John MacArthur, he has his opinion on these churches, and, it's not so good.
I also have a great fear in the future that the churches that are going to suck up everybody are the churches with the most powerful personalities. There was a video circulating about a couple of these guys with their flat screen churches, counting how many flat screens they're on every Sunday all across the country, multiplying flat screens. And the discussion was, we got to do this, we got to do this, this is the future. The Bible knows nothing about a pastor who isn't there, whose family isn't there, whose life isn't exposed, who doesn't touch the lives of his people on a regular basis, who can't be evaluated so as to the fitting of the qualification. How do you evaluate a flat screen preacher 1,000 miles away? Where's his life on exposure? How do you know his children, his wife, his habits, his life in the community, all of which is critically essential? How does he develop leaders? How does he pour his life into others? This is an aberration. And again, the culture is pulling all of this, and I think it's pulling it away from the core of sound doctrine. Don't go to a flat screen church, period. Don't go. Don't make it successful. Don't feed that. Now, if you go to the original church, wherever the guy is, that's an option. You can see his life, and you can see his family and his children and how he shepherds and cares for the flock, and whether he gives himself to the Word and to prayer on a regular basis, whether he's consumed with the spiritual direction and the feeding of the flock of God, that's an option. Don't go to a flat screen place. Don't make those places successful. If you need to hear the guy speak, if you like the way he teaches, get a CD or get a DVD or download him if that's helpful to you. But don't let that event and that personality be a substitute for the church, for the life of the church. Find faithful people who love the Lord, a faithful pastor who probably can't compete on a national level in terms of his marketable drama skills or his preaching prowess, but find a shepherd of your soul. Find a congregation of people where you can build accountability relationships and see real discipleship, honest, true discipleship happening. Find that kind of place.